Have you ever eyed that moist piece of cake but felt like you were going to gain 100 pounds after eating it, and thought to yourself, "Oh no, what would people think of me if I gained weight?" Or have you ever simply been strolling down the street but felt like a juicy piece of meat because someone was catcalling you? Every day, the world is convincing us that our body's main role is that of being aesthetic, and that it is okay for it to be gazed upon and judged. Every day, every thought that someone who hates their body has is in direct correlation to other people's perception of it. Is my body too big? Is it too thin, too tall, or disproportionate? As if the body's primary function wasn't simply to keep us vital. Don't you get that excruciating feeling that our bodies don't belong to us anymore? They have become someone else's property. They are social media scrutiny, our family and neighbors' favorite comment, and our toxic partner's most prized possession. Our bodies live to please apparently everyone but ourselves. I bet that most of you watching this video have recognized yourselves in the narrative, which makes it a sad reality, but the numbers don't lie. Some studies show that up to 90% of women are dissatisfied with their bodies, and while the percentage is lesser for men, it is still standing at around 30 to 40%. This makes me wonder when and how we learned to hate our bodies. Did it come gradually, or has a comment or a mockery struck us and secretly made us realize that, yes, this is the right time to start on hating the only thing that's keeping us alive? Because if our bodies don't seem good enough for other people, why would they be good enough for us? The main question here, though, is where does the hate that the world is projecting onto us come from? Is it social media, the fashion industry, or, and this is even harder to comprehend, is it simply coming from us, everyday people? It is no secret that we are the main component of society. You, me, our siblings, friends, and lovers. We therefore have a responsibility to treat each other with kindness and respect. The microaggressions in terms of comments or jokes on someone's body might seem unimportant or silly to you, but the recipient will carry the comments buried inside for the rest of their life. Why is that, you ask? Because someone who already has low self-esteem will experience any negative comment on their appearance as trauma. And unfortunately, since our brains remember trauma in order to know how to deal with it or avoid it in the future, they will store and keep replaying that negative memory. This is why you remember way more negative remarks than you do positive ones. Besides other people's comments, the internet doesn't help us appreciate our bodies either, since we are constantly comparing ourselves to others. We are bombarded with pictures and videos everywhere, all the time. After checking out hundreds of pictures of apparently perfect people, how do you look at your body the same way? Our minds are being polluted. Why do we keep looking up to and praising people who don't even resemble their own pictures? I believe that this is because as humans we are constantly striving to be better and do better. We need to be inspired and pushed in order to improve, and we find that inspiration in other so-called perfect people. Except they are not. And neither are you, nor do you need to be. Your body is specific to your build, your race, your genes, and everything that makes you you. Who wants to live in a world full of clones with the same face, same body, same everything? Unfortunately, it seems to be where we are headed, but we can still change that. This world might have made you hate your body, but your mind is stronger, and as soon as you accept your flaws, you will realize that there is no need to look for an ideal, simply because it doesn't exist. And because of this realization, you will find yourself being kinder to others as well. Because when each and every one of you find peace within yourselves, that is when everything around you begins to change, this world included.